Hi, I have a new video and we're going to christen today Tarot Tuesday because I got this. This is Witchy Cauldron's Lepus Tarot illustrated by Artem, Chernobai or Chernobai, however you say that. It comes with a little guidebook. It's basically hares, like the animal a hare. And based on the instructions in the pictorial key to the tarot by Arthur E. Waite. The guidebook has colour inside it, and for the mages it has like a brief description of what it's about, upright reverse meanings, and an advice action. Like for the lovers, choose healthy relationships that assist in growth and feel good. Choose love, be honest and open in communication, aim for the best version of yourself and your ideals. Decide after weighing the consequences, investigate and accept the duality within one's life and options. And then for the suits, it's 2 to a page and just upright reversals. So it's a simple little book. This I got on Amazon. It came in a tuck box. I hate tuck boxes. They are awful. And to be fair, when I looked, I was like, what in the watership down fuckery is this? And I was like, do you know what? I actually feel quite drawn to this. And so I got it. Because it was on sale. It's usually about £17 to £20 for this version. There is like a premium version that I don't think they have any of at the moment, which I think came in a box, the kind of box that you can open out like that, I think, or a 2-piece, I can't remember, but it wasn't a tuck box. And it had the same guidebook, but I think it was edged in like a bluish tint, metallic, I think. So this is the back, which it is reversible, I think. Well, kind of. I mean, this bottom set of ears is going over that set of ears, so it might not be totally reversible. So we're going to go on a journey with the hares. So we've got the Fool. It has a dark palette of colour with some pops like this red here. This looks like a dragon. And is that meant to be a rose? It might be. Oh no, it looks like a little butterfly. Or a moth because it's nighttime. But here's the Magician. The infinity symbol is around his ears. And he has everything on the table. The High Priestess. The columns are here. Because I was like, where are the columns? The pillars. And then I was like, oh, they're right there. The Empress. The Emperor. The Hierophant. The Lovers. This is so weird. The Chariot is interesting to me because it's like a hare pulled by 2 other hares, which is like, what? Why? Like hare-like creatures. But I guess the Chariot is usually a figure on a chariot pulled by 2 sphinxes, which are human in face. So like, I get, yeah. The Strength card, which is cute. But at the same time, my brain's like, hares are not as big as lions. I know, my brain. The hermit, like a little hunchback. The Wheel of Fortune. The Justice card. There's a little sword. And the scales. The Hanged Man. Our Death card. Temperance. The Devil is a pop of colour. He looks pretty cool. I like the Tower because with the Tower, the card is about challenge and sudden change, disasters and so on. But this tower is constructed on this hare's head. And this points to the fact that, like, when disaster happens, it is up to us how we deal with it. And our decisions that we make based on what happens come from in our heads. And I think that is such a really well depicted version of the tower. The star. I like the star because there's a star coming out of this jar, and the colour palette in the card is pretty nice, like these little shades down here. The moon. The sun is like he's rising into the sunlight, or she, or they. Judgment. The world looks weird. Like there's this little cosmic doorway here and little things, but these look more like bugs than hares, so that's interesting. So the cards go in order of number, so that it's all the aces and all the twos and threes and so on. So here's our ace of wands. Our cups, if you hear any snoring, that is the cat. The swords. And the pentacles, which looks like a lion hand holding it, not a hare. But I mean, it's probably a hare. This dude looks like he's planning his next move in a war. The Two of Cups. The Two of Swords, and our pentacles. He looks like he's working at a circus. Three of Cups, the Three of Swords. It always, like, obviously they're basing this on the pictorial key to the tarot, so they're sticking with the traditional imagery. But they've added like the bunny ears, and sometimes I wish people would, like, not so much this, because again, sticking to traditional imagery, but like when people do a new deck for the Three of Swords, I've got other decks and they just don't do anything with the Three of Swords. They do something with everything else, but then they just, oh, we'll just stick 3 swords in a heart, and just like every other deck, but all our other artwork is totally different. So strange. 4 of Wands. Cups. My Stalker. Pentacles. 5. Grumpy, holding on to all that negativity instead of moving on. And it's a shame there's no figures in the background like traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. So, yeah, they're sticking to the basic, like past, but traditional, not past, traditional, but leaving the odd bit out here and there. Which I guess, like, it doesn't really matter. The 6 of Wands is a hare riding a rocking horse. I'm down for that. Listen, like, the little one talking to the younger one, that's pretty cool. So, some of it is really traditional. So, like, really, really. It's a shame the cups didn't have something in them. Because although these are a different colour, they all basically look the same. I always love the 7 of Pentacles, and this one is fine, no exception. Like, this figure, this hare is looking at what they've grown so far. And this 8 of Wands, like, it doesn't look like there's much action in the scene, but yet this candle is burning down and there's wax everywhere. And it's kind of like, well, this dude better, this bunny better move before he gets hot wax, like, or fire on his head, even more. So the 8 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, again with some of the very traditional imagery. 9 of Wands. So some of this is very traditional. These are slightly anthropomorphic hares because, like, they don't have any people figurey. Oh god, my brain don't work. But they're quite tall, like fairy-like slenderness in them. That is such a pretty card. We are now into the courts. See how, like, he looks like he's standing like a person, so it is slightly anthropomorphic. Oh, a knight. This one looks basically like the page, but he's holding like a flagpole at the same time, with what looks like a fish bunny. The Knight of Swords. Looks pretty cool. He actually looks like he's got a beak, like he's a hare bird. Queens. These look really grumpy. Like, really grumpy. Apart from this one, who, like, she just looks like she's sitting there like, yeah, I'm good. I got my kingdom, my gold, all the flowers I could want. I'm good. Our kings. Did the Queen of Wands have any? Oh, there's a cat there at her feet. So that leads into the anthropomorphic vibe. And here's a salamander. So there is symbology there. Excuse the traffic noises. A lorry just drove past. And our final King of Pentacles. So this is a very nice deck if you like Watership Down. And yes, again, I can't remember if I said this when I mentioned Watership Down earlier, but I know they were rabbits, not hares, but like they could be. Kind of glossy cardstock. Decent though, like it's It's not terrible. I like it. I'm gonna enjoy using that in the dark half of the year. Well, we're already part of the way through that. But yeah, yes. I really like it. I hope, even if it's not your thing and you like it won't be everybody's thing, but I hope you manage to get to the end of the video and be like, oh, okay, I don't want that deck, but I'm sure it's fine. If you did get to the end of the video, thank you very much for watching.